Imagine waking up one day and realizing that the strange dreams, the eerie sensations, and those sudden emotional shifts might not be random at all. What if these were signs from a parallel version of you, trying to communicate from another dimension? It's unsettling to think about, right? But the truth is, many people are starting to experience these creepy messages, fleeting glimpses of lives they've never lived, or sudden memories that don't belong to them. There's a growing belief that alternate versions of ourselves exist in parallel universes, and sometimes, their reality leaks into ours in ways we can't easily explain. You might feel a chill run down your spine when you realize that those vivid dreams of a different life, or the unexplained tingling sensations you feel, could be signals from your alternate self. These aren't just coincidences, they might be intentional messages, creeping into your life when you least expect it. And while it's tempting to brush them off as imagination, what if they're real? What if your parallel self is watching, influencing, or even trying to warn you? This concept might challenge everything you think you know about reality, but it also opens a door to deeper mysteries. Could it be that a version of you, existing in another dimension, is sending you messages through subtle clues and eerie experiences? These aren't just random occurrences, they could be part of a larger puzzle, one that connects you to a parallel universe. As we dive deeper into this fascinating idea, keep your mind open. The next time you feel like something's off, or you notice strange patterns in your life, you might just be receiving a message from a version of you in another dimension. 1. Physical sensations. Ever felt a strange tingling or light pressure on your skin with no obvious source? You might brush it off as just a random sensation, but what if it's more than that? Some believe that these unexplained physical sensations could be subtle messages from a parallel version of you. It's as if this alternate self, existing in a parallel universe, is reaching out through the fabric of reality, leaving traces in your physical body. These signs from a parallel version of yourself might be a form of nonverbal communication, trying to alert you to something beyond your immediate perception. Imagine walking into a room and feeling a sudden, inexplicable pressure on your shoulder. There's no one there, yet the sensation lingers. You might be experiencing one of those messages from a parallel version of yourself. Studies in quantum physics have explored how alternate realities might overlap, creating these tangible, yet mystifying sensations. It's as if the alternate you is influencing your reality, albeit subtly. Though science hasn't fully explained these events, many personal accounts describe such phenomena as real and recurring. If these sensations continue to happen, it could be a sign that your alternate self is communicating more frequently. Some even suggest paying close attention to where on your body these sensations occur. Could they be trying to tell you something specific? It's intriguing to think that a parallel version of you might be guiding or influencing your choices, and even sending subtle signals in the form of these unexplained sensations. The deeper question is, what are they trying to say, and how can you better understand these signs from your alternate self? 2. Recurring dreams of a different you. Dreams have always been a window into the subconscious, but what if they're also a bridge to another version of you? If you've ever found yourself dreaming of living a completely different life, new job, new relationships, even a different personality, this could be more than just your mind wandering. These recurring dreams might be your parallel self communicating, showing you glimpses of what their life looks like. It's like a sneak peek into a reality where your choices, circumstances, and outcomes played out differently. Imagine waking up from a dream where you're living in another city, with different friends and a completely new career path. Everything feels strangely familiar, yet it's not your life. This recurring dream could be a reflection of your alternate self's reality, a version of you that exists in a parallel universe. Quantum physicists often theorize that alternate realities aren't just science fiction, they're a genuine possibility. And through dreams, your parallel self might be showing you pieces of their existence, leaving you with signs that your alternate self is communicating. These recurring dreams of a different life can leave you with lingering feelings of curiosity or even longing. They might make you wonder what choices led your parallel self to their current path. Are these dreams trying to guide you toward new decisions, or simply sharing a different perspective? Either way, the dreams you experience may be more than random. They could be messages from a parallel version of you, inviting you to explore alternate possibilities in your own life. But what happens when these connections seep into your waking reality? 3. Unexplained emotional shifts. Have you ever been overwhelmed by a sudden wave of emotion that seems completely out of sync with your current situation? One moment you're feeling fine, and the next, a strong sense of sadness, joy, or anxiety takes over without any clear reason. These emotional shifts could be more than just mood swings, they might be signs your alternate self is communicating with you. It's as if a parallel version of you, going through intense experiences, is sending emotional energy your way, causing these sudden shifts in how you feel. Imagine walking through your day, feeling content, when suddenly an intense wave of sadness washes over you, despite nothing happening to trigger it. Could this unexplained emotional shift be connected to a version of you living a different life, dealing with their own struggles or triumphs? There are theories suggesting that alternate selves, existing in parallel realities, can influence your emotions when their energy overlaps with yours. These moments of emotional intensity might be the result of your parallel self experiencing something significant, and you're picking up on it. For some, these unexplained emotional shifts are not random but recurring, leaving them wondering about their true source. It's like an invisible thread connects your emotions to a parallel version of yourself, someone going through completely different circumstances. The next time you feel these emotions out of nowhere, it might be worth reflecting on whether they could be coming from a parallel universe. These emotional signals offer a mysterious connection to your alternate self, hinting at a deeper bond across realities. But what if this connection also extends into your thoughts and choices? 4. Fascination with alternate paths in life. Do you ever find yourself daydreaming about what your life would have been like if you had made different choices? This constant fascination with alternate paths might not just be your imagination, it could be your parallel self reaching out. When you frequently wonder about what might have been, it's possible that you're tuning into a version of you that actually took those paths. It's as if this alternate self is sharing glimpses of their life, subtly influencing your thoughts and pushing you to reflect on your own reality. Think about those moments when you catch yourself wondering, what if I had taken that job offer, or how different would my life be if I had moved to that city? These aren't just idle thoughts. Some believe that these alternate paths you imagine are real in parallel universes, where another version of you is living out those exact scenarios. This fascination could be more than curiosity, it might be your alternate self trying to show you how their choices played out. It's almost like a gentle reminder that, in another reality, you're living a completely different life. This kind of reflection can leave you with an eerie sense that your life could have taken countless directions. As you become more aware of these alternate paths, you might start noticing recurring thoughts about specific choices you didn't make. Could this be your parallel self, influencing your reality by feeding you insights from their life? The question lingers, what are they trying to show you, and how can you use this awareness of alternate paths to make decisions in your current reality? And if these flashbacks of alternate scenarios start feeling even more real, what might they reveal? 5. Unusual flashbacks of alternate scenarios. Have you ever experienced a sudden flash of memory, but the event never actually happened? It's like recalling an alternate version of yourself living a life that feels familiar yet foreign. These unusual flashbacks could be glimpses into a parallel universe, where your alternate self has lived through different scenarios. Some people report feeling as though they've experienced moments that never took place in their current life, but they feel strangely real. Could these flashbacks be memories from a parallel version of you, seeping into your consciousness? Imagine walking down the street and suddenly recalling a conversation or a moment from a life you never lived. It feels real, vivid, and almost tangible, yet it doesn't align with anything in your current experience. This kind of parallel universe flashback might be a sign that the barrier between you and your alternate self is thinning. There are theories suggesting that memories aren't just stored in our own minds but can be shared across different versions of ourselves in parallel realities. These brief, vivid glimpses could be your alternate self's life unfolding, intertwining with your own. As these flashbacks of alternate scenarios become more frequent, they might make you question the reality you're living. Are these glimpses a form of communication, or are they simply echoes from another dimension? It's possible that your parallel self is living out choices you never made, and these flashbacks serve as a reminder of the many different paths your life could have taken. But as intriguing as these flashbacks are, they also raise another question: what if your alternate self's abilities or skills could bleed into your own life, giving you talents you never thought you had? 6. Unexplained physical abilities. Have you ever suddenly found yourself able to do something you've never practiced, as if you've been skilled at it your whole life? These unexplained physical abilities might not be random. Some believe they are gifts from a parallel version of yourself, abilities mastered by your alternate self in a parallel universe. It's like tapping into a reservoir of skills you didn't realize you had, with the experience of your parallel self subtly influencing your own reality. These signs suggest that your alternate self may be guiding you in ways you don't fully understand. Imagine picking up a musical instrument for the first time and instinctively knowing how to play it. Or maybe you try a new sport and excel right away, without any prior training. These abilities could be more than just natural talent. Quantum theorists propose that skills mastered by alternate versions of yourself might bleed into your life, allowing you to access abilities you've never practiced. It's as if the experiences from a parallel version of you are flowing into your present reality, leaving you with knowledge or expertise you haven't earned in this lifetime. As you notice these unexplained physical abilities, it might be worth reflecting on where they come from. Could this be your alternate self trying to share their mastery with you? These abilities might manifest in surprising ways, from creative talents to physical prowess, making you question the boundaries of your potential. What if your parallel self's expertise is being passed to you, opening up new possibilities for growth? But beyond these newfound talents, you might start to feel a deeper connection with this alternate self, leaving you wondering, are they influencing other aspects of your life as well? 7. Feeling like you're living someone else's life. Have you ever felt like you're walking through life, but it doesn't quite feel like yours? Maybe there's a lingering sense of detachment, as if you're following a path that wasn't meant for you. This feeling of living someone else's life might be more than just a phase, it could be a subtle influence from your parallel self. It's as if an alternate version of you is guiding or even steering your decisions, nudging you onto a path they're already walking. These signs from a parallel universe can leave you questioning your reality and the choices you've made. Think about those moments when you feel out of sync with your own life, almost like you're playing a role in someone else's story. This sense of disconnection might be a sign your alternate self is influencing your experiences. Perhaps in a parallel reality, your life took a completely different turn, and now, those choices are bleeding into your own, causing you to feel like your current path isn't fully yours. It's like two versions of yourself are overlapping, creating a sense of unease, as if you're straddling two realities at once. As you explore these feelings of disconnection, you might start to notice patterns. Could it be that your parallel self is sending you signals, pushing you toward different decisions or experiences? It's possible that their life is influencing yours in subtle ways, making you question the authenticity of your own path. These moments of dissonance can leave you wondering, how much of your life is truly yours, and how much is being shaped by a version of you living in a parallel universe? This connection raises even more questions about the nature of reality and the mysterious ways your alternate self might be communicating with you. Have you ever stopped to wonder how much of your life is truly yours? With all these eerie signs of parallel realities, it's hard not to question what's really going on. What if these unexplained sensations, dreams, and emotional shifts are invitations to explore something deeper, a connection with your alternate self? Are you ready to dive into the mystery and uncover what these messages mean for your life? Perhaps it's time to tune into these signals and take control of the knowledge that's been reaching out to you. Don't ignore the signs, explore them. Start keeping a journal of your dreams, those strange sensations, or sudden emotional waves. Pay attention to the moments when reality feels slightly off. Are they random, or are they clues? What if these small actions could open a door to deeper understanding and transformation in your life? It's all connected, and you might be closer than you think to unlocking a part of yourself you didn't even know existed. Subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so you don't miss out on more insights like these. Continue expanding your consciousness by watching the recommended video that you see on the screen right now.